What up, Hot Sauce Mike is in the house. Good morning, man. I hope that you're having a good one. I'm having a good one. I'm getting some work done here for ZestFest. I can't go, but I will definitely be watching from the sidelines way over here in Missouri. Having a watch party. There we go. It looks good enough. Alright, so I'm just going to hang out for a little while, enjoy the amazing tunes of White Bat Audio while I Photoshop a little bit, and then I'll get into Anarchy Arcade and we'll start building up the room for this weekend. I think I want to put something over here on the right side. Where that little ghost pepper plant is right now. Probably put some pictures of the people competing. Yeah, that sounds good. Here, let me find that. Alright, now it's looking cooler. I was talking to you guys, and I didn't even... I didn't have my microphone on. Oh well. Who we got here? Brandon Collins, all kinds of folks. I'm looking for the picture with the judges on it. There it is. I can move that one there. I might move this to there. This one here. Oh no! There we go. We'll put the League of Fire logo up there on the top or something like that. Johnny Scoville, Vet Klinko, and Jiff the Fireman. What do we got here? We got Chris the Scoville unit. Oh yeah, Spicy Punk Rocker is in the house. What is up, my dude? Right now I am just building up a little world here for ZestFest. So we can follow along and add photos and videos and all kinds of stuff. Of course, there's the virtual Chili Mancer inside the tube. I got this little room over here where we can set up a watch party. So I'll do that. Actually, I can do that right now. And let's see if I can... Actually, I could put episodes of Outside the Fire in here. I'm going to do something real cool for y'all. Come on. Do it. Oh, yeah. Oh, that's cool. Dude, that looks pretty good. Yeah, it even reflects on the ground. That's cool, man. Oh yeah, Spicy Punk Rocker said that's cool, man. I just said it. All right, so Troy Primo's Wrecking Crew. I feel like I need to put something over here. Need something there. What could we put there that would make sense? I guess I could put another Chili Mancer in another pose, but it kind of makes it all about me. What is this? What can we put? Oh yeah, television. Go to Crazy J. What's it called? Outside the Fire? Yeah, there we go. Okay, I'm going to copy that link here.
guys. Yeah, Vic Wenko. By day, I work for Hot Shots Distributing, largest hot sauce distributor in the U.S. On my side time, I have a small hot sauce collection that I've been building on for, man, it's about 26 years. Just over, I'm guesstimating 11,000 different bottles, unique from all over the world.
And shout out to Vic, who sent me a really
and just like I guess
awesome
my
package.
esteemed gentleman that I'm here with. For me, I guess being a spokesman for the industry, right? I'm getting out there with this.
That's pretty cool. Actually, you know what? I should probably just let that play.
Obsession with hot sauce. When did that start? When did you collect your first bottle, and what made you decide I'm going to keep this going?
All right, I'm gonna put out.
And it happened innocently enough. Been married 25 years. My wife, it was before we were married. She had gotten, I think it was 7 bottles, most of them from the Southwest Specialty, the Ass Kickin' group, and got me that for Christmas, and they were stocking stuffers. And I had put them on the kitchen counter, and people were coming over for the holidays, and they would giggle at the labels, and they thought it was funny. And I thought, well, that'd be kind of neat. So I had a friend who helped me build my first shelf, because I had probably like a lot of of us. You kind of collect things along the way. You find a chili pepper mug, you find a bowl, you find a towel, whatever it is. So I just put all of that stuff together with the bottles. That was Christmas time-ish or so. About 3 months later, I found a book called The Great Hot Sauce Book from Jennifer Trainer Thompson, and it just blew me away. I mean, it just opened my eyes, because I really at that point had no idea that other people collected hot sauce, so that it was even a thing, and so, much like most of the consumers, right? Most everyone who kind of just comes into the industry or comes into the community, you look at the grocery store shelf of what is available for hot sauce, and it's really, really small. Yeah. So then when I got in that book and I was going through, and it just blew my mind at what was actually out there. And that was it. That sparked it. Once I kind of I used it as a checkoff. I kept it in my truck. I put a Sharpie marker on it, and every time I found a new sauce in it, I'd go through the pages and I check them off, and it just sparked like you said, it was an obsession. I never went out. It was never my intention to have the largest collection. That was just not. And it's still not a goal. It's there, but it is what it is. I always just wanted to kind of, for me, I thought about getting into the industry and making my own hot sauce and different things like that. But I thought, well, what if I just did a cool display? And as I started to find more of these bottles and more these off-shaped bottles and cool-looking things, and then you started kind of getting into the reserves and the special editions and stuff like that. I thought that, number one, there's a lot of artistry going into making the sauce, and then the artistry with the bottles and such. And why not show that off? Why not give back to the community, if you will, right? My give back, my homage to it, and that's where it started.
Awesome. So Jeff, we know you in the community as generating some of the greatest memes and battle posts and stuff. So explain what I can just picture you sitting here on your training and stuff, because you are a fire chief or assistant fire chief or something now. And you're sitting there, and I can just picture you laughing at your head right before you post it. So
that's true.
Where does all this creativity come from? Just the time of kind of sitting there waiting, I guess, right?
Well, a lot of times, it's like, especially with Johnny will make a face, and I'm like, man, I've seen that face somewhere before, right? Same with Vic will do an expression, you know, or the way I think I got one of him, you know, where everyone at whenever they're at festivals, they're like, let's take a picture. It's always like, yeah, like this. So I started putting fish between the hands.
Yeah.
Make it look like they were fishing, or, you know, just changing different, you know, it's a little bit of levity and a little bit of fun. And, you know, it's not meant to be malicious in any way. And sometimes, you know, I'll normally ask people if it's okay for me to do that. And hopefully people enjoy it. And it's a lot of times I'll read a comment and I'll see something and it'll remind me of a particular scene.
Yeah.
Approaching 58, I've seen a lot of it apparently. But, you know, so I'll see these things and in my head, that'll be it. And I'll just create something to have a little bit of fun, like with Vic when he did those flame profiles a couple of years ago that everyone had. I mean, those were fantastic. I mean, he spread that around the community like you wouldn't believe. It was amazing. It was amazing.
Hours and hours and hours on that. Yeah, it was fun. It was fun.
Yes. So
Almost everyone had one.
Yeah.
So Vic, we're gonna come right back to you so we don't lose it. What is the most treasured sauce in your collection, or one that you hold the most value? Holds most value.
That's pretty tough. I have several, right? That's kind of like picking a favorite kid. You know, it's pretty tough to do. You know, I do have a bottle that they sent from. It was the first bottle of hot sauce that was made in Romania, and it's like in a tall, almost looks like a perfume glass. It has little glass ball feet. It is in a box that is satin lined, and it's like the box is velvet on the outside. And I just think that's like one of the coolest things I think that I'd ever seen. Mm-hmm. I have a Adam and Eve that were for Christmas, and John and Sue, K. John, had made that, and he only did 10 sets of them, and I have the first set of it, and they have little Christmas hats on, and they have green and red wax resin and on that. And that one's pretty meaningful to me. I just, you know, he's a mentor to me in my life, not just in the hot sauce, but just in life in general. And just the things that he's opened up. You know, you talked about it, being able to travel around. You know? So here I am, right? A guy who puts condiments on his wall, right? I mean, because that's really what it is, you know. Yeah. So I would drag my wife all over the country. We're going to these shows as much as we could afford. And John and Sue were like, "You guys are here all the time. Why don't you just come work with us?" So it ended up working out so it was easier for him to fly us to a show than take somebody out of production or take somebody out of the kitchen or the work, you know, whatever it was. I love hot sauce, so it was easy for us to kind of talk and do that. And I'm getting all misty thinking about. I mean, you know, so 10 years later, he's dragged us all over the world, basically. You know what I'm saying? And it's kind of helped me from my aspect of it. Again, I'm just a collector. I mean, I love the community and I love being a part of it. But I'm just really I'm not a maker. I'm not. You know, I'm doing something from the outside. And just to have the opportunities that he kind of helped start by going to these shows. It's like I could never repay him for that. That makes sense, you know.
Very cool. Thank you for that. That's awesome. So Johnny, we come to you. We know that you're on the face of a lot of League of Fire contest products and stuff like that, and you've been a tester for Blazing Foods and other such quality League of Fire chili contest things. And what goes into that for you? When do you say yes? That's it. That's challenging.
You know, that's a good question. You know, Michelangelo once said that no national.
I got these posters up. Let's see if there's anything else.
We have 7 sauces we made, and you know, the very first one
put it in like a little TV screen.
Pineapple mango sauce. We won an award for it, and you know, it took 15 versions or so to get it right. Number 2 was great. I remember 7 was great. Like 11, I think, was great. At one point, I'm like, is this it? And so it's a difficult thing to put your finger on. I'm still kind of new at that. As far as the Tube of Terror, for example, that was the first challenge we came out with my name and picture on it.
Right.
David Floyd, my business partner, over the course of about a month, was sending me peanuts. And I was living at the time in Reno. He was in Charlotte, and he'd send me a peanut. I'd call him on the phone, and I'd eat it. I'd say, it's not hot enough. He said, you've only been chewing it for a second. I said, trust me, it's not hot enough. And he'd send me another one, it's not hot enough. And we kept going. And then one day he sent me a peanut. I said, I ate it. I said, that's plutonium. You have plutonium on that peanut. He goes, how'd you know? I said, trust me, I know.
That's awesome.
Storied history with plutonium. So then we switched and started using capsaicin crystals as the heat source instead of plutonium. And he sent me a peanut one day, and I said, it's too hot. I got on the phone. I said, it's too hot. I said, what? Because I've never heard you say that. I said, I don't think I've ever said that before. He goes, why do you think it's too hot? I said, my picture's on it. I need to be able to do it. So we backed down a little bit, and that's the tube of terror that people have been eating for years. So, you know, it's got, to me, like as far as challenges go, most of the challenges, a lot of the mainstream ones, the biggest challenge is swiping your credit card.
Yes.
To me, that's not the challenge. The challenge, it needs to be a challenge. And if it's a challenge that everybody can do, that's not a challenge.
I agree.
So the vast majority of people that have attempted the tube of terror, most of the challenges that we've come out with my picture on it, have failed them. And, you know, but another thing, like I think we said this earlier, when I first came on the scene like 6 years ago, I was scaring people. Nobody was doing the things that I was doing when I first came on. And I had people that were just like, it was just different. Now there are so many people that have tolerances that surpass mine. So it's beautiful to see that. I think that's an incredible thing. So it's a funny thing. The tolerances have risen everywhere. I remember getting a strike.
Oh my God! I just realized I was talking to everybody, and I had everything muted. So that's my day.
I appealed it. I said, why? It was confirmed to me that it was a dangerous stunt. You fast forward 3 years, and I jumped out of an airplane in a 10 Carolina.
Videos 11 days ago. Okay, so Charlie will have videos up today.
So it's just a beautiful thing all around.
But it's just
that's awesome. Yeah. Let's see. Are you
not quite uploaded yet?
Right
so
here,
we'll put that there as a
Are you
reminder to
working
watch
on
it.
another product, like a challenge-worthy product, or is there something, or is it a secret?
We're always. I mean, my business
I'm gonna look for more information on Facebook. What up, late for work?
Constantly thinking of different things.
Okay.
We definitely have some things in the works right now.
Yeah, it's not up yet. That's okay though.
Keeping my cards close
I'll
to
put
my
that over
chest.
there as a reminder, and
We'll talk
about it.
Everything we've ever come out with has been fairly gnarly, so there'll be some more coming out.
All right, League of Fire.
Count on it. And they're going to be challenge worthy. I promise you that.
Yeah, I remember watching you post your testing videos for the hot balls, and over again you're like, these two aren't good enough, these two aren't good enough, these two are hot, these two are too hot, these two are. I love that you shared that with the rest of us to kind of see what goes into that process. So Jeff, when you go ahead, sorry.
I think it's fun to let people see.
There's
that.
an episode with
See
Brandon
what
Collins.
happens behind the scenes, and that's a big part.
All right.
I shoot a lot of our videos in our office. We're in our factory where we make everything. I think giving people a small window into the production of it, into what happens behind the scenes, is neat for them.
Put outside the
So
fire.
Jeff, if you find yourself having a bad day, what kind of things do you do to kind of get through it, or to
I eat
cheer
spicy
yourself
stuff.
up? I know you got a lot of responsibilities, the big family, the fire thing, and just everything going on. What do you do to help get you through that?
Oh, family, 100%. Man, you come to the door, you drop everything, all problems, all anger, all mad, and you go in and you greet family. And you know, you don't want to bring anything. You don't want to bring drama home. And you know, so that's the thing that gets me through. And then if I'm, you know, most of the time it's like heat. You gotta have heat with every meal.
Yeah.
Every meal.
Yeah.
And the kids know that. Don't touch daddy's stuff. Well,
Yeah, but they'll get there one day.
one day.
Yeah.
You bet.
So my next question is, if you could, for Vic, we'll go with Vic for this one. If you could teach somebody,
If you were a hot dog, would you eat
one
yourself?
skill, what would it be?
I know I would.
Wow.
Man with a nice cool
That's
bug
nice.
right?
Somebody said, wow.
I'm going, wow, what a question.
Man, that is. I would say, and I don't know if maybe it's a skill, but I think that it's something that I am very proud of that my father taught me, was humility. Right. I just think that, so you look at things like that what Johnny has done.
All right,
and,
here we go.
And the
All
two
right.
of us, I think, kind of rib each other every time we see each other. Like, oh man, I want to be like you when I grow up. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You've done this, and you're the legend. No, you're the legend. No, you're.
Oh,
the
that's
legend
hilarious.
first, type of deal. But it's being humble in what you do, and humble in not only what you say, but how you present yourself and how you act toward people. I think is just really is important, and I remember that, and I try to live my life like that, because I just thought it was something that was really incredible that my father just instilled in me from very early on.
That's
One of
awesome.
the reasons I love you, Jay.
Yeah, I love you, man. I love
You
all
guys
you
are-
guys.
You guys are honestly a great inspiration, and it's because of those types of things that you're genuine, and that it is a real thing. You're not just a public face. You're a real person trying to promote a positive atmosphere, and I love that about all three of you. And that's why it's great to have you here. You're all very encouraging, stuff like that.
That
So
was such a great question. I have to say, that was such a great question. I know
That was
I
good,
wasn't
man.
the answer, but I'm sitting here thinking,
Yeah.
I like that gif.
That was awesome.
yeah. Well, I was gonna ask all three of you the same question. If you want to answer it, Johnny, go ahead. Let's.
All right, I had to reload. Copy link address. Wait, does that say meet the judging? No, the judges. I just can't read. What even is that? And I can just take this and write the judges. Meet the judges. Cool. ZestFest. ZestFest.net. Okay, I'll go there. Go to ZestFest.net. Indulge in a spicy championship like no other. ZestFest music stage. I didn't click that. I clicked League of Fire. Nope, it just keeps going to ZestFest. Fiery Food Challenge. K-John Hard as the senior product consultant in the Fiery Food Challenge. K-John's product knowledge takes FFC to a whole new level. Dude, this is so cool. You know what? I'm gonna put the K-John's logo on here too. perfect. Please work. Oh no. I can make it work. All right. Where do I put this K-John's logo? Somewhere cool and prominent. I can put it there. Yeah, that looks good. Whoa, this is cool. I still have one of these dang things that I need to eat. It's so hot. Fire logo. I got the screen. I guess I should probably put like a shelf for movies for all the different. Yeah, I'll do that. I need to change this. America's title, chili, eating, belt, belt match. Okay. Oh no. There we go. Cool beans. The lead of fire. And then we got to put a shelf. Oh, hey. It's like a store shelf. Not quite what I was looking for. Oh, hey, that's nice. I could put these kind of shelves on the wall. Okay, can I sit things on them, though? Come on. You can do it. Oh, yeah. Oh no. Oh no. Don't look at me. Don't look at me. Okay. I want this to look at me. There we go. There we go. Now I got hot sauce on a shelf. Alright, good enough. Yeah, that's cool. Got some hot sauce on a shelf. We'll put a... I think I have this shirt. Zesty. I guess I could put some maybe like the tuba tear or something on here too. I'm gonna get rid of this. I thought that was a video. There it is. Delete. Okay. I guess meet the contestants. Thank you, Kimberly. Thanks for the thumbs up. Alrighty. Okay, so we are going to go through all the episodes one by one. Put them up here. Outside the fire. Katie. First one, and we'll just put it on a wall mount television. Okay, who's number 2? Does he have outside the fire? Yeah, alright. $11, $14, $13, $16, $17, $18, $19. Oh man. He doesn't have the first ones on here. Maybe this would be better as sprites. Yeah. I think it's a lot better with sprites. Yeah. Getting everything good to go. Okay, who do we got over here? Okay, we got Chris, Goot. Katie isn't even gonna be in this one. Those guys are Brandon Collins, I know that. Bat Pants and Mike Jack. How many are there? 2, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Okay. That's not bad. So, Jason Pettibone. Might as well Jason Wamhoff already. Bannister. Bat Pants. Thank you. I appreciate you. I got the Meet the Judges part over here. Posters. Trouble Bubble. Meet the contestants. Alright, who else do we got? 2, 4, 6, 8, 9. We should have 4. Bob Gilbert. Okay. Wait, was that Ruthie Booth? Yeah, okay. Bob and Ruthie. Oh, hey. Who's Dustin? Ruthie. Okay. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. What is there, like 2 more? Who else is there? Did I get Jason Pettibone on there? No, I didn't. And Bob Gilbert. Okay. There he is. Found it. Okay. So what I need to do at this stage is... Oh, hey! What I need to do at this stage is rearrange these and then put their names next to them. See who wins. 14 is like 2 rows of 7, but I can't fit 7 on a row. Can I? Yeah, I can. I can. I just gotta scoot everybody down by a couple inches. Alright. Yep. Okay. The teal tongue. Yeah, that tongue is from the that one chip challenge this year. That thing was gross. Messed me up. All right. Bob should fit right there. Scoot over down just a little bit. Sorry for warping. Not really, I don't care. Everybody poops sometimes. Alright, so here's the question. Above or below for their names? That's what I want to know. Here, let's do... see what it looks like. Okay, we'll do Jason Pettibone. I think that's how he spells his name. And we do not want 3D text this time. And then we'll take it and we'll put it up. Put it in one of the blend cabinets. There we go. And we'll take that down to what? I guess we'll take that down to 69 as well. Okay, so there's Jason Pettibone. Yeah, this looks good. And then I'll do Brandon Collins. Collings. Yep. Brandon Calling. And so I'll take that. We'll just shrink him down to 69 too. Use that brick as a line. There we go. Yeah, this is looking pretty good. All right, Zach Goop. Chris, is it Fragile? Like Fragile? Where is it? Oh, there it is. Yeah, it's fragile, but with an A. Okay. These actually do need to be smaller. I hate making them smaller, but it does make it look a little better. Wellbomb. Bomber J. So yesterday was International Coffee Day. I hope that you got your free coffee from, what is it, Duncan? Duncan McDonut. Mike Jack. Oh yeah. Mike Jack. There it is. I don't know who's gonna win out of all these guys, by the way. I do know that this needs to come down that tiny. This doesn't look like the right size, and it's not. Cool. What's this dude's name? Jason Wamhoff. I don't know him. Guess I'll have to get to know him. There we go. Bob the Voice Gilbert. What? Aw. Dang it. Blend. But no, we're gonna use a blaster. Do this. Gotta go and edit. Katie Bannister. Wait, is it Jason Harrell? Like J-A-Y-son Harrell? Wait, hold on. Now I'm messed up because that's J-A-Y-S-O-N. How many J-A-Y-S-O-Ns are there? Jason Harrell isn't even on here. Oh, there he is. Yep, up at the top. They are both J-A-Y-S-O-Ns. How did I not notice this before? Wow. All right. I was right. It's made me second guess myself, though. Dustin, the Atomic Menace Johnson. There we go. Booth with an E, right? Ruthie Booth. I never spell her name. I feel bad though, 'cause I don't know. No, there's no E. I'm being all old English about it. Don't tell her. Just kidding. You can tell her, she's gonna watch this. Oh my god. There we go. Who's this? Josh Freitas. Chilling answer and set him over there. Okay, now I'm going to go into the Discord server. We are going to post a picture there. Awesome. This. And probably delete this one. Okay, now we'll see. Let's see what's up. There we go. No, I don't have anything there anymore. That's funny. Maybe I should write watch party. Yep. That's what I'll do. I'll write Chili Mancers. Don't want 3D text. So we want to do this. Chili Mancers. ZestFest watch party. Cool. Just got eggs delivered to me with toast. That's awesome. And of course, you guys will probably hear some borking now. It's going to be pretty awesome to see so many people competing against each other who have been friends. You know, that is like the definition of friendly competition, is whenever literally everybody who you're fighting against, figuratively, are your friends. That's a good thing. Oh, my kitty cat. Him's attacking my eggs. Alright, let's go ahead and meet some of these folks here. Well, here, I don't know Jason Wamhoff. Yeah, you always gotta love whenever you can enjoy... Oh, well, this needs to be mirrored. When you can enjoy it instead of, like, have to worry about there being conflicts or whatever like that.
Hello and welcome back to another episode of Outside the Fire. I am your host, Crazy J, and we have another guest for you. Oh wait. Anyway, so yeah, you remember the show Press Your Luck with the whammies, right? And even though it wasn't always a good thing, I used to love to watch the antics of the little whammies when they landed on them. You know, no whammies, stop. Always funny to watch. Always a good time. You know, and as a kid, that you kind of look forward to that, even though it might not have been. But this guy also likes to press his luck with the way he burns, with the way he just pushes his limits and everything like that. So without further ado, let's please help me welcome Jason Wamhoff.
Crazy J, what's up, bro?
Hey, welcome,
Good to
welcome.
see you. I'm
So
here.
happy to have you here.
I am so excited to be part of the ZestFest League of Fire Chili Eating Champions. I have been eating chili for 4 weeks now. I've had stag chili, Hormel chili. We've made our own chili. Man, I have been hitting it on the chili real hard. So I'm going to make the chili queen. She's going to be proud of me.
Nice. So,
No,
in
in all
case you're not
seriousness,
aware,
thank you very much for your time, man. I
in,
really
in-
appreciate it. League of Fire, thanks for the invite to ZestFest. I hope the company I'm in is that's some pretty hard hitters there. So I'm really excited to go up and meet those guys and just have a good time.
for sure. But yeah, in case you're not aware, the chili is a little spicy, just so you know.
Well, I have been putting Tabasco in it.
Oh, perfect, perfect. You're right in line with what we're
And
looking
then
for.
I had Heath send me a box of chilies,
Oh,
and I found that they were quite bitter and incredibly hot. So rather than I just switched over to these, and these are way easier. You can eat them
yeah.
as stem and everything. They're delicious. And so I probably ate 100 of those. I got this in the bag. This is going to be easy.
No, as you can see, this guy he loves to have a good time, and that's why we're here. As he's mentioned, he was invited to attend the ZestFest for the America's Belt, sponsored by the League of Fire in Dallas, and so we're gonna get to know you just a little bit during these short minutes, so to speak.
I'm ready. Hit me with the hard questions, Jay.
All right, the first question is I would like to know who you are and why you are the way you are. No, for real. I like I said, this guy loves to have a good time. So we hope that this little bit of time goes well for you. But yeah, go ahead, give us a little bit of background, whatever you're comfortable sharing about yourself. And since I'm going to ask anyway, go ahead and let us know how you kind of got started and how long your history of the chili spicy community worked out for you.
Sure. My dad was a pepperhead. He loves spicy stuff. I mean, I grant you, this is in the late '60s. I think I'm the oldest contestant in our thing, so I get some ARP points for even attending.
Nice.
But my dad, he was a construction worker. He was a concrete guy. And so he always drug me out as a kid onto the construction sites. And the construction sites back in Southern California, back in the '70s, there was a lot of Latinos. And so they'd all bring spicy things to eat and they'd share it with me. And I just kind of fell in love with it. I don't recall ever eating a super hot pepper because I don't know that we even knew they existed. This is back in the days of jalapeno running the show, right?
Sure, sure.
The Mexican food was always a favorite of mine. And as time went on, I remember like in the '90s when Dave's Insanity sauce came out, and I went up to like a little hot sauce shop, and we just thought, oh my God, 1,000,000 Scoville, what are you, crazy? And I
Right.
remember you had to sign a waiver and try it off a toothpick. It was mostly marketing. This stuff tasted like motor oil. It was terrible. It was super hot though, and just having my mind blown that much heat could be created off the end of a toothpick.
Nice.
And then, obviously your friends, everybody gets together and there's a little El Machismo. So, this guy's making habanero salsa. And then fast forward to we started up our YouTube cruising channel, Degenerate Cruisers. We call ourselves Degenerate Cruisers because we're a bunch of degenerates. And we just don't take things too seriously. We just have a good time and celebrate the day. That's our motto. So a couple friends of mine, Jay and Johnny B and Daniel and Roy, we would get together and we would do challenges. The first challenge we did was the Death Nut 2.0. I didn't even know such a thing existed.
Sure.
That's why I like having friends that are smarter than me. So they can kind of keep me online. So they invite me over. We knew enough to prep, I think, just because of the history of eating spicy food, but we didn't have a clue what we were in for. And so we ate the Death Nut. We're just all over the place. Luckily, we were drinking, and turns out alcohol is a good thing to dissolve capsaicin.
Yes.
We didn't feel, I think, the full effect of it. So I thought, wow, I made it through that. And that's a pretty hot thing. So we would get together and just do more and more challenges over the course of time. So we were looking on Amazon and stuff like that for hot challenges and different hot things. And I noticed the League of Fire emblem on that Death Nut 2.0 box. So I found the League of Fire's website, and then there's that list of challenges. So all you got to do is Google it from there, and you can find Old Agnes store stuff and Blazing Food stuff and all the Henrys and the cap guns and all the good stuff that's out there, and just went to town on it. And my yearning to be more frequent grew after I tried the Moab collab, and I didn't know what I was doing once again and learning the hard way. Everything is always the hard way for me, it seems like. So we did the Moab bar, and I finished it in like 9 minutes and change, just under the 10-minute mark. And the dang thing ain't even on camera. So
no.
Matt, I found out later it's Matt that mailed me back, and he's like, it's not even on camera, so I can't really give any points. So I was like, well, I kind of get it, but I think I want to see how far I can really go with this. Now watch me roar.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
First of the year, my New Year's resolution was to get in the top 100 all time for the League of Fire. So we just started out banging out challenges and doing them about once a week. And then my wife went to take care of her mom over the spring. And so I didn't really have anything else to do, come home and feed the dogs and make sure that I didn't kill her plants. And so I was doing 2 challenges a week or whatever, because I just had a bunch of them stacked around. You're like, oh, I want to do that. Oh, I want to do that. Oh, I want to do that. And you just keep buying.
Yep.
So I was doing like 2 a week at that point. And then the next thing, I kind of shoved myself into the top 20 of the League of Fire for the season.
Sweet. Very cool. Yeah. This shelf right here is all League of Fire challenges.
Yeah, and they're the better challenges. We bought like a little nitro, and I wasn't super impressed with the heat on it. I thought it was a little overpriced. You know? And my buddy Daniel brought over the Packy 1 chip at a pool party we were having. He brought it on a cruise ship, and so then he kind of started the tradition of us doing hot challenges on a cruise ship.
Nice. Which
I didn't know that the Rummy Bears had extract in it. That's like my kryptonite is extract. It just gives me really cramps. So I did that one on a cruise ship. Oh man. Headed straight for the bar.
Yeah, I bet. Yeah, well, that's an awesome backstory. Thanks for sharing that. Great to learn a little more about you, as you and I have not really had a lot of behind the scenes communication with schedule differences and stuff like that. But man, you definitely jump yourself right into doing various challenges and what we call flash challenges, and just different ways to get that heat. Yeah, so that's really cool. It's really cool to get to know people in the community, especially people, as people evolve and kind of fill in the role, so to speak. Nicknames come around and people choose their nicknames. So you already touched on it. I was going to ask about Jason the Degenerate.
I wonder if he's
how you
related to Ellen.
Where you got that from? This, like you said, your channel. But you can go ahead and if you don't mind, just talk a little bit more about what your channel does on YouTube. Kind of give yourself a little self-promotion. We'll go ahead and get into that since you already mentioned.
So our channel
still got a lot of
YouTube
posters and stuff to put up.
Cruisers, because we do travel stuff, mostly cruising. My wife and I took a 25th anniversary cruise. And it was a 7-day cruise, and we went to.
He must go to a lot of cruises, man. I want to go on a cruise.
Honduras, and just had like the
cheese. All right, rock and roll. Let's go through here and make sure everything is working properly so far. All right, we need to get some more ZestFest posters up. Who are you rooting for? Rootin' tootin'. Vladimir Putin. Okay, I should probably take a photo of that. Oh, you know what? And I should probably mirror that. Alright, so we'll go over here. I'll click on Josh Freitas. Okay, that's pretty much spot on, so. I wonder what I could put in these shelves here. I wish I could have like just a bunch. Maybe I could put bottles of sauce or something. Skulls. That would be cool.
everybody. Once again, welcome to another episode of Outside the Fire. I am, of course, your host, Crazy J. Just as I've been hitting on, these are all competitors in the ZestFest in Dallas chili pepper eating contest coming up. So that's what we're interviewing now. That's the focus of our interviewees. This next guest I have is probably competing for best beard on the stage with another contestant. He's a great individual to get to know. Everybody can hear me? No? Yes, no? Sorry. You can't hear me. I apologize. But yeah, so like I said, best beard on the stage, maybe, I don't know, but that's not what he's really going to be there for. So let's go ahead and not waste any more time. We'll bring him in. He goes by the nickname Yosh, but we also know him as his real name, Josh Rita.
Hey, how are you?
I'm wonderful. How are you?
I'm breathing.
Good. You can hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you good.
Perfect. Okay, good. I can hear you just fine. Great.
Awesome.
So, I, of course, am interviewing you because you are one of the 14 that have received an invite from League of Fire to sit at that table.
Yes, sir.
Yes. So I appreciate that, and I appreciate you making the time to meet with me.
I'm happy to be here.
Absolutely. So we're gonna jump right into it. So we're gonna go ahead and let you kind of steal the moment. Give us a little bit of a background about you, whatever you're comfortable giving. Kind of how you are, and I'm gonna ask you anyway. So how you got started into the chili community, or the spice game, or the challenges, or whatever. So.
Okay, well, my name's Josh. Growing up, my uncle's Guatemalan, so he used to call me Joshy, but he couldn't pronounce his J's, so it was Yoshi.
Okay.
And it got shortened to Yosh, and so that was my nickname growing up, and I absolutely love it. So it's kind of what everybody else is. This what everybody starts calling me. When I got into spice, I was probably like 8 or 9. I went out to dinner with my family, and we went to a Thai restaurant. And my sister, she got this chicken, and she scooted this little Thai chili across her plate. She was all, "Here, eat this," and I didn't know what it was. Right. So I just reached over and snatched it and popped it in my mouth, and it was just a little dried Thai chili, but it lit me up. I was chugging water at the table. I ran into the bathroom. I was crying.
Right.
And I think that's pretty much when it all started. After that, I was like, "Oh, let's add a little spice to this. Let's see what I can do to, liven this meal up a little bit." And then I did 5 years in the Marine Corps. And while I was deployed, I was all about sauces. So I'd have people send me hot sauces and stuff while I was deployed. And I just started getting hotter and hotter and liking more and more. And that was before I learned about the chili head community. So it was all extract sauces.
Oh,
that was the hottest stuff you could buy commercially,
Sure, I get it.
And so that's where I have a special place in my heart for extract sauces, which is why I'm going to be doing that one.
Oh, that's coming up, huh?
Yeah, but then I found the chili head community and got introduced into all the pods and different powders and tinctures. Ooh, that opened up a whole nother world of spice for me.
Yes.
And once I found the chili head community, it all just took off when it came to anything spicy.
For sure. Very cool. Very cool. Well, Semper Fi, my brother.
Right.
I also have another brother that I actually served with. This guy right here, Danny Laverty. He is probably my closest friend that I've ever had in the Marine Corps.
Hell yeah.
So he's here watching. But yeah, so that's cool. That's a cool little background about you. That's probably the youngest I've heard anybody really mention that they can remember being into like spicy stuff.
Yeah, that's the earliest memory I got, and I think it's because it was legitimately traumatizing.
Look, for sure. So, so you kind of came into the game, and you said you found the chili community. When did that start?
What else do I need to put on here?
I'm
sure there's a million things that I
a year and a half, 2 years ago. It was not that long ago.
Okay.
like posters.
And it started
We
with
made like Subway posters.
there was a post. I was scrolling through Facebook, and there was a post, and it was like the "You might like this," and it was Chasing Capsaicin.
Okay.
And I clicked it, and I was like, "What is this?" And I was like, "Oh, it's a whole page dedicated to just spicy stuff." And then from there, it changed into For the Love of Everything Spicy. Jumped over there and started doing like some like legit live burns,
Another good
kind of
group.
like getting into it. And the support and everything through the Chili Head community just brought me out of my little bubble.
Yes.
I just started getting out into
I'm
it,
just
and then
gonna
I
go on
found
the
Cat
internet
Crew.
and look for
And
hot
they
sauce
burn hard.
posters.
They burn real hard.
And
That's
then-
another great group.
Yeah, and that's where I
Oh,
found.
this is
That's where I
cool.
found that I fit in right there.
So, speaking of Cat Crew, the picture that I used, that is called From the Meat Injector Gang that you did. Can you
Yeah.
describe that a little bit, like what that experience was like for you, and what you did, what that process was, so people that understand what you actually put into that meat?
Okay, so what the meat injector is it's a well, it's a meat injector.
Right.
And you take the needle off and you fill it with 30 milliliters of tincture. The first time I did it, it was a peach tincture from, I don't remember. I think it might have been Tony, but he sent me a 30 ml bottle, and that was the first time that I had done it. And it was during a little flash contest to win some stuff. And so they were also doing like a fancy burn.
Uh-huh.
And so I was actually dressed up in like
seen
the
that.
fanciest stuff that I had. I had
White
my
gloves and
dress
everything.
gloves on, everything, and injected that 30 milliliters, and it was a wild ride.
Oof.
It was.
So, what would you say? I mean, I think from what I've understood, your favorite way to burn is the fresh pods, right? And that's your favorite
Absolutely.
way. So that might be the competition for you then that's coming up.
Yeah. So I've
Yeah,
done
hot sauce
one,
posters. I'm just gonna find
pepper eating
any
competition.
poster I
It was a
can off the
smaller one.
internet.
It was at the New England Hot Sauce
Hot sauce
Festival or
related.
Expo.
Okay.
So it was an amateur pepper eating competition. And I ended up getting fifth or
Okay.
sixth place out of the 12 contestants that were there. So I didn't do too well in that one, but that was a couple months ago, and I've put some more pods back since then.
We'll say it's fresh pod season now. So
Yeah.
everybody's got them.
Exactly.
For sure. So while we're on that topic, what would you say so far of the peppers? What would you say is your favorite one by flavor, heat profile, and why?
Favorite. Well, I got a soft spot for the chocolate bootla
Okay.
because that was one of the first fresh pods that I had, and it had that bootla build where you
That's
eat
kinda
it
cool.
and it's hot and you're like, oh, okay, and then it just
gonna
keeps
move this.
climbing and climbing and climbing, and it just doesn't stop.
For sure.
So that's one of my favorites. I'd say my other favorite's probably the Yellow Reaper.
Okay.
Mainly for the burn profile on it. It gives me like a solid all around mouth burn. It attacks from like the tip of my tongue all the way to my throat, my cheeks, the roof of my mouth, and it's just an all over solid burn.
Awesome. That's cool. Very cool. So what would you say, like, challenges? Have you done many League of Fire challenges at all?
Yeah, I've done a couple of them. So the first one I did was the cap gun.
Okay, very good challenge. That's a very good detail.
wonder if I can-
challenge. You kind of
Yeah.
hit all the bases with
Wonder
that.
if it'll-
Yeah.
Oh, it did. Oh, yeah.
Very cool.
I've done that. Just recently, actually, a couple days ago, we did the Tuba Terror. Smashed that one. I've done the bubble trouble, blowing the bubble gum.
Trouble bubble.
That's a good time.
Yeah, that wasn't too bad. I got a whole bunch of them sitting in there, some old Agnes brownies and stuff like that, sitting in there just waiting to get done.
Have you done them yet?
No, I'm a little nervous about the
Oh, boy, hot
amount of
sauce.
sweet.
Yeah, I'm telling you, those are probably the toughest challenges that I know, that I believe in the league.
Poster.
I did like
Oh,
a homebrew challenge from one of the groups. It was a spicy chocolate bar,
Okay.
but it was a 1 pound chocolate bar.
Yes.
And I made it like halfway through, and it was just so rich. And I was like, so I started slowing down because it was too rich, and then the heat caught up to me, and that was one of the first challenges that I failed hard.
Wow. I was going to ask you about that. What would you say was the toughest challenge, whether it be a League of Fire or any challenge? How about, this is a two-step question, so it might have two answers.
Okay.
The one while you were doing it, and then the one aftermath.
Okay. The hardest challenge while I was doing it was probably that chocolate bar. I hit a wall real hard. Like I went into it hard and I was going, and then about, like I said,
Alice
about
Cooper
a third
hot
way,
sauce.
halfway through,
Actually,
that
I want
richness caught up, and I hit a wall.
rock and roll.
And I just
Alice
could not
Cooper.
power through eating any more chocolate.
Yeah.
And then as far as afterwards, probably Extinction.
Oh yeah. Okay. I
Yeah.
remember that one.
During the challenge, like I prepped well and I was in the zone, and I completed it. I did both shots and completed it. But as soon as that afterburn was up and I ended the live, it just wreaked havoc on me for like a solid hour and a half.
Wow. Yeah. I know that one has put some of the best ones under the covers or in bed for a few
Yeah,
hours.
yeah, that one was rough.
For sure. Well, that's cool though. So obviously you have experienced cap cramp.
Yes.
And what is that experience like for you? Like how do you deal with it or cope with it? Your best method. You feel?
My best method to dealing with cap cramps is making sure whatever you eat doesn't pass through your system.
I'm with that.
I've always had some gut issues,
Yeah.
and my body, if it wants to reject it, it rejects it very quickly. So like a big part of me doing challenges is being able to hold it down.
Right.
That's the hard part for me. And so there's been a couple times where like I didn't think it was going to give me cap cramps, and my body was doing fine. It didn't hit my gut weird or anything, and it hit me like 2.5, 3 hours later.
Those I think are the worst because you think
It's-
you're great and you might be going out and doing something with your family or whatever. And
Yeah.
it's like, oh, that was bad.
The worst case that I've had that was delayed like that was I bought the Valhalla sausage
Oh yeah.
from Old 300 Ranch, and I cooked it up, and I probably only ate a third of it. It was only like a piece this big. I put it in a hoagie with some sauteed. It was like it was my dinner, right?
Right.
And I ate it, and it was hot, and I was like, all right, that's good. It didn't warm up my belly, but it was one of the only meals that I had that day.
Oh.
And it didn't warm up my belly at all because it was a nice greasy sausage.
Right.
And about 2.5, 3 hours later, it sent me to the bathroom. My in-laws had flown out to be up here, so everybody's downstairs. I'm upstairs in the bathroom trying to die quietly. It was that was the worst case of like delayed cap cramps.
Right. Wow. Yeah, that definitely makes for a long day when you feel those coming on. It's like I can't do anything about it.
Yeah.
For sure. So, of course, like I said, the reason we're here right now is you're heading to ZestFest. You got that invite. How was that when you received that personal invite? How did that? I know this question.
So you asking like how it made me feel?
Yeah, like what was your thoughts? Like you're like, oh, I was considered for this by the League of Fire to compete. How did that?
Yeah. So if I'm being honest, it took me completely off guard.
Oh wow.
I was sitting there like I had, like I've talked to everybody within that circle, you know, like Jeff, he's one of the judges.
Right.
You know, I've talked to him on a regular basis. We watch each other do lives and burns and stuff like that. And I just never thought that a big competition like this, I would be invited to it. So like when I was sitting there, I got that message and I was like, and I sat there and read it. My wife's sitting next to me and I was like, so yeah, I just got invited to do this. And she pulled out her phone immediately and she's all flights to Dallas. And she's all, what's the dates? And I was like, yeah. That's
Very cool. That's awesome. That's very supportive, of course.
It was a good feeling. It made me feel good that I got, like they reached out to me to be a competitor in it.
Right. For sure. And I mean, I've seen you, handle your business, in various groups and stuff. And you you do well. You know, you have a great composure, at least on screen. You know, and then you talk about it afterwards. Sometimes you're like, yeah, it's probably a bad idea.
Yeah, I say probably the worst one was the Wonka death shot.
yeah, I don't know why anybody would do that.
That was probably the hardest. It was one of the easiest challenges that I've done because all you had to do was drink it. That's all you had to do. There was no.
Yeah, but then you had to deal with it after that, whether you were on screen or not.
Yeah, the after effects were rough. That was
For sure.
But in order to get it done, yeah, it was the easiest one. You just had to drink it, and then you were in for a hell of a ride.
Yeah. So, yeah, that, I mean, I don't know. What would you say is, like, I think you kind of really already touched on this, but what would you say is, you know, your stomach deals with it, but what would you say your toughest types of challenges? Is it like chocolate bars? Is it like a mass? Like the amount? Or like, what would you say makes it tougher for you?
Yeah, okay. So for me, what makes a challenge difficult is it's either if it's a speed challenge.
Yeah.
So I can't eat fast. If I eat fast, my stomach rejects it.
Yes.
So like any of the noodle challenges where it's like, hey, you got 5 minutes to eat this bowl of ramen, and it's a big bowl of ramen with because you got that cup of broth in it.
Right.
Whether it's spicy or not, I have a hard time eating a bowl of ramen in 5 minutes.
Sure. I get it. No, I get it.
And so if it comes down to like speed, I have a hard time. If there's enough time and I'm doing good with like a solid pace, it comes down to like the quantity. And it's I don't eat much for my meals, and so I get full really fast. And once I start getting full, my stomach's like, hey, if you keep eating, it's gonna come right back up.
Right.
Like, and so the easiest challenges for me to do are ones where I can get a good prep meal in. Because like if it's a speed eating or like it's a quantity challenge, I can't get a good prep meal in. Because
you gotta make room for that.
Yeah. And so the easiest ones for me are ones where it's not gonna.
So tomorrow I'll be
up.
posting all of
And
the
I
photos
don't eat, like mass amounts of food
on this
super
wall.
quick because
Everybody
I can get a
posts.
good prep meal in, and then I can sit down and do
I like these.
the tuba terror.
These,
So I'm just eating a handful of peanuts.
Right.
hot sauce art.
Very cool. Awesome.
We can set some things over here
So,
too. Honestly, like some screens.
couple
and stuff.
things out. Do you have any unique talents other than eating spicy foods? That is a talent, or uncommon knowledge you'd like to share?
Well, people that do come over say my cooking's a talent.
Hey, I'm with that. Cooking is a talent.
That's a big passion. I love cooking, and so my family doesn't cook. I do all the cooking in the house, and that's one of the things that my wife always tells me. She's like, "Hey, don't die because I'm pretty sure we'd starve, but we're gonna survive off of frozen pizza."
Oh my. Yeah. Hey. It is what it is at that moment, you know. So yeah, cooking is a talent for sure. There are people out there that cannot do that very well. My mom was one of those.
I would say other than that, I can juggle. My kids enjoy
See, that's
that.
a talent. That's a skill.
Yeah.
That's cool.
I mean, I juggled in like the 5th grade talent show, you know, and I was just the life of the party then. But you know, once you start getting older, everybody's like, "Oh, cool, you can juggle." Like, the only people that impress is kids.
I don't know. My wife can juggle, and I'm still impressed.
What in the heck?
Yeah. So, prep wise, what are you doing, or what do you do to prepare for a challenge like us? You know, this company.
Well, the first thing I like to do is like when it comes up to like a couple days to it, I like to try and like shock my tolerance and just do something like super crazy, over the top, way hotter than you could ever imagine.
Okay.
And try
that's
and
neat.
just because like when I did the Wonka death shot, right? I did that, and then my taste buds in my mouth were messed up for like 2-3 days.
Okay.
Like I just shocked my tolerance in my mouth like crazy, and I was like, okay. And so recently I'll do that. Like I made a challenge. It was called the toothache challenge.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, and I took toothpaste and I infused it with 16 mil cap crystals. I dissolved them in it, and then you had to brush your teeth with it, and then you had to do it was a Yellow Reaper mouthwash, and you never swallowed anything because you were brushing your teeth, so you're spitting everything out, and then the mouthwash you spit out, so it never touched your gut, but it just shredded your mouth.
Yeah.
And so like the days that I go to do those challenges and stuff, I'll wake up in the morning, and that's the first thing I'll do is I'll take some of that toothpaste that I got saved, and I'll brush my teeth with that toothpaste, and it just shreds the inside of my mouth and gets my mouth ready. So whatever the challenge is isn't like the first spicy thing I've had that day.
Right.
My mouth is ready for it.
So let's talk about that challenge. How did you got this toothpaste, right, or whatever? What was the process for that? If you don't mind sharing, I'm not going to give these secrets away.
No, you're good.
All right, Johnny posted a new video. Let's see if I can watch shorts on here.
Hey guys, I'm Johnny Scoville from Chase Airport. You know where I'm going, right? Going to ZestFest. If you're in the area, you have to come out and see me Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Some big, exciting stuff coming. I'm Johnny Scoville. This was Chase the Heat. Hey guys, I'm Johnny Scoville from Chase the Heat. I'm at the airport. You know where I'm going, right? Going to ZestFest. If you're in the area, you have to come out and see me Friday, Saturday, and Sunday.
ZestFest. That's right. Oh yeah, I better put what is it, October 1st, 2022. So I just took a screenshot of that. I'm gonna put it on Facebook. I don't know what I want to put on these little shelves. Party wants to put that hot sauce on there. Hello.
Hey guys, I'm Johnny Scoville from Chase the Heat. I'm at the airport. You know where I'm going, right? Going to ZestFest. If you're in the area, you have to come out and see me.
Okay, let's see here. I'm gonna tag all these folks on the book. Mike Jack. Okay. Let's watch Jason Harrell, because he's a title holder. He holds a belt. All right, guys. Dude, that's cool. I'm glad that you like listening to these. And thanks for watching, Charlie. It means a whole lot. It does help the channel out. Just listening and hanging out.
Hello, everyone. Hello. Welcome back to another episode of Outside the Fire. I am your host, Crazy J. And as you know, if you've been here pretty much in the last 2 weeks, if you've seen me at all, we are focusing on the competitors for America's Belt in the ZestFest, going to be held in Dallas next weekend. That 1 week from today. My next guest is the current belt holder of the America's Belt for winning very recently, and here we have to travel halfway back across the United States from where he was before, which isn't as far for him. But anyway, my next guest also gets credit for the wonderful intro that I have been playing over the last 2 weeks. So thank you very much. Let's give this man a big round of applause and welcome Jason Bat Pants Harrell.
What's up, everybody?
Hello.
What's up, Crazy Jay?
How are you?
I'm good, dude.
Good. Oh, we got plenty of people on. Last time we did this, I wore like 18 pairs of sunglasses and you won. So
Hey, I got Zach Goose sunglasses.
oh, he said you can have those as long as he has that belt. That's what he said. I heard him say. All right. So obviously we are here because you are the current belt holder and you have been re-invited to defend that title.
That's right.
Awesome. At the ZestFest coming up in Dallas, which is much closer to you than you traveled last time for that to get
Yeah.
there.
Yeah, it's a little bit easier. I got some stressful stuff stacked up on top of it, but man, at least it's right here in my backyard.
Well, as I have with all of them, thank you for squeezing me in for this segment. Last time we did about an hour. This time I'm only begging 30 minutes of your time, approximately. Nothing crazy. You are my last of 14 competitors that I have to interview. Yes, which means this one has got to be it.
Until next time.
Until the next time. Yes. Now,
Then we do it all over again.
So if you're sad about not seeing me on a regular basis with the interviews, I guess I'll have to do more challenges myself in between. Did you see me knock over those cups earlier? What was that? Anyway, obviously, let's go ahead and get down to business. Again, thank you for your time. I know you're busy. You are, of course, the current belt holder, and has it gotten lighter to carry around the longer you've had it, or what?
So, man, I don't know. It's a little bit of the opposite. I don't know. I've kind of taken a little bit of a break from social media just because I got too much attention at one time. I was like, man, I'm gonna slow down a bit. So I haven't been as active. I hadn't really gotten to train as much as I'd like, but I'm packing. I am now. I'm on top of so it's happening.
Very cool.
I'm getting excited, man. With the closer the day gets here, the more the more I'm going and getting excited for it. So yeah, at first it was kind of the wheels kind of rusty, getting the roll, but it's picking up speed again. I'm ready to see these guys.
Awesome. Very cool. So obviously I have interviewed you before, so I don't want to be too redundant with the questions. So these are going to ask about since your last. I know, but I want people to watch me more.
It's all fun to me, dude.
No, I know, and you're not as nervous this time. Last time you were nervous, and I don't know why.
Oh, I'm nervous, dude. My hands.
Shh. I was trying to give you that boost of confidence. Come on now, you got to roll with it.
It's all good.
Yes. Anyway, so like I said, we're here and you're busy. So is there any time to necessarily prepare for you this time? Or
there hasn't been, man. My wife and I are going on a vacation that we should have taken almost 3 years ago. And I've been working like a crap load of overtime at work. So 10-day shifts, 12-day shifts, things like that. And not 12-day, not quite that, but it's been 10-day was the biggest one. So I only really train when I'm off work because I work on helicopters.
Right.
I can't take a chance of having calf cramps and having my mind, somewhere else. I need to stay focused on my work. So on my days off, which has been few and far between here lately. It's it's kind of put a damper on my training, but man, I get it in when I can. Right. And so far, I think I'm still up to where I was. I've at least kept the level playing field in mind. And?
Good job. Sorry. I'm posting comments. Yeah. So that's a cool job. I think so too.
It is cool.
I know they work all around the clock to make sure helicopters fly properly, make sure they're full of fluids, and make sure all the wires are attached.
Inspections constantly.
And rightfully so. I mean, rightfully so.
Yeah, we got to keep people safe,
For sure. So, no, I get that. Yep, you are one of 14 competitors, and there's a lot of heavy hitters. Not that there weren't last time, but we talked about this before. How surprised were you when it was you and Ruthie on those last two, and you're like, man, how much
Dude,
longer is she gonna go?
honestly, I can't even believe I got the damn thing. I'm like, are you serious right now?
Yeah.
I mean, it was like the last like 4 or 5 people, and then somebody else dropped out, and somebody else dropped out, and then it was just me and Ruthie, and I'm like, oh man, she's gonna pull that UK Chili Queen power from within, man. She's gonna cry it out. She's gonna push through, and I'm like, there's no way I'm winning this. There's no way I'm winning this.
Right.
And when she gave up, I was like, no freaking way. I had to. If you watch the video, dude, you look around, and I'm like, well, I'm looking around.
Yeah.
I'm like, really? And then you see the look. I was like,
yeah, you did. You looked very much like a kid that just won a prize.
I was surprised, man. I didn't know I had come that far and pushed myself that hard, and that really proved to me that, hey, you know, maybe I can compete with some of these guys like the Robot and Mike Jack, Farmer J, and all those guys. So.
And they're all gonna be there this time.
They were all rock stars when to me, and still are. And I thought they were untouchables. And man, it's like I'm going to be sitting next to these guys. I'm still tripping on it. I can't get over it.
Yes. And like I mentioned in my last interview with the Atomic Menace, if I would have done that interview that I just did with him a year ago, there's no way I'd have got through it off the general starstruck that I would have been. You know what I mean? Because he is a big deal. And many of the other people, like I mentioned before, the first time I ever seen Jiff sit in on one of my live challenges, I couldn't even get through. I couldn't even talk anymore. And, and everybody knows Jiff is the biggest, most generous individual, just
he is.
Everybody,
he really is.
Everybody really is.
I love that big man.
Yeah. And I mean, the chili community in general, man, it's just a loving community, and every one of those people you'll be sitting up there with are still your friends, which is really cool.
It was crazy when we all showed up in San Diego, and it was the very first night, and I've been up like 36 hours because we were chasing airplanes and doing all kinds of stuff to get there. But when I walked in and I started seeing the first few people roll up, I'm like, it was just like, hey, how you been? Like I feel like I've known every single one of them. I knew every single one of them forever.
Yes.
It was like we were just coming back together, just, family meetup, little reunion. And it was like, it just felt like I always knew them. There was not one person that was like bullheaded or egotistical or any of that stuff. It was really, man, it was like family. Yes. And that felt really good.
Yeah.
It blew me away.
Everyone has been able to say that, which I think speaks volumes for the type of people that you're going to be with, because even though you're competing against them, you're also cheering for them at the same time. You know what I mean? It's like it almost, although there is a prize, it almost doesn't matter who wins, because you just want to see somebody feel what that's like,
Yeah.
But again, couple things I didn't get to ask you before, since we've sat down a few times in interviews, but I have asked this a few times in these interviews. What is your favorite smell and why?
Not to sound cheesy, but I like roses, smell good.
Very cool.
My wife smells pretty good. I like her. I like her because he's my wife. So I don't know.
No, that's cool. That, like I said, I know that's a little bit of an odd question.
I'm going to get laid tonight.
Hey-o.
Anyway,
she's in there watching right now. I know she's like, "Oh my god, I can't believe."
Yeah, she's out there, and I know her face is turning red right now, isn't she? You know it. You already know it. But no, I always said that these interviews are a little harder for me because, like I said, I have interviewed you at least once, actually twice now. But it's still cool to get to know you and kind of see where you've been since then. And like I said, I know you're busy, but you are still looking to give it your all and retake that belt, obviously, or you wouldn't be
absolutely, dude, 100%.
Yeah. So, have you done much as far as challenges or pods? Have you been What
I have
is
my
your
own
way of
regimen.
feeding
My
them?
wife is force feeding me pods. Every time she walks through the living room, she's like, "Here, eat a pod, eat a pod, eat a pod." I'm like, "Stop, no." Okay, give it to me. And then the other half has been really just tincture. They're like surrounded by like all these bottles.
Yes.
But that's it worked for me last time, and I'm hoping it works for me this time too.
Right.
Just punish my gut with pods and tincture until it can't take anymore.
Have you discovered any new pods?
And there it is.
There it is. Hey, that's cool because a couple people have already said make him eat a pod right away at the very beginning. There you go. Have you discovered any new pods that you have been receiving and that you have grown a liking to? Is there any pods that you've recently received that you just really like, or is it still the same stuff you've liked before?
I got some from the Silver Creek Pepper Company, and I can't remember what the names were. It was like Halloween or Hallows Eve or something like that. Kind of a skinnier pepper, purple in color with some orange in it. And it surprised me because I bit into it and it had like a real fruity, nice taste. And I was like, oh, this is a good pod, man. And then like 20 seconds later, boom, hit hard with floral, man. I was like, whoa, where'd that come from? And then it commenced to light my ass up. I was like, holy crap, that is hot. I wish I don't have the list, but it was a really cool pepper, man. It was really pretty to look at. I hadn't seen that one before.
And you're, again, just to remind us, what is your favorite way to get that burn feeling that you're seeking? The sauce, tincture, the pods, challenges. How is your favorite way to get that
I'm sorry. Say favorite way to what?
To get that burn, to feel the heat. Is you like the fresh pods, the sauces, the tincture? What's your favorite way of achieving that?
I like pods, man.
Yeah.
I mean, of course I love sauce. I put sauce all over everything. But
Yeah.
sometimes, I mean, at first I didn't really like them. And now I'm like, man, pods are where it's at.
Do you think over the time that you've been doing really into this type of thing, do you find it easier to deal with even an unexpected heat because you know that what things are capable of over time and you know how your body reacts? Or do you kind of get panicky now that you know how you react and the heat goes higher than you think?
I pretty much know what to expect.
Okay.
And I mean, you get surprised every now and then, but you're like, okay, this is, and you're like, but you're already expecting that too. You're like, okay, this is going to go, you expect it to go good, right?
Right.
But you know that it could always go bad. So you got to kind of have a backup plan for your backup plan for your backup plan.
Yes. And if that was just a question somebody asked me that I work with. They said, hey, ask some of these people like that do this on a regular basis if it causes them kind of more of an issue, or if they just kind of are able to ride it out mentally.
Just ride it out, man.
Yeah, that's cool.
It's sometimes, I mean, you just get caught off guard, you know. Maybe it's something different you ate or whatever, because the initial heat, like whether it's sauce, tincture, peppers, whatever, I mean, it's always going to burn here.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm always surprised by what happens down here. So maybe you went well last time, you know,
right?
But for some reason, so you try to recreate that, and then sometimes it just doesn't turn out as planned.
For sure.
You know.
Yep. And so have you changed anything, or is there anything you prefer to do to prepare yourself, or are you taking a different approach for this pepper contest for preparation than you did last time, or same thing? What are we looking at?
No, man, I'm really hoping just lightning strikes twice.
Okay.
I feel like I did what I had to do for the last competition, and I'm going to try to stay with exactly what I did last time.
Right.
And that's,
and you felt good during it?
Burn more, burn often, push hard.
Yeah.
That's all you can do. If you start getting lax and not doing hardly anything for a day or two, you know, it'll catch up to you quick.
And do you think when you did the last one, do you think you met the aftercare right, or did you even have any major issues afterward with the amount of pause?
I didn't have any issues until 8 hours after the competition.
Right.
It was about midnight, and then I started getting. It started like, I don't know, almost like it was like the peppers were just sitting on top of whatever was in my stomach.
Yeah.
And I started getting some indigestion, and it started cramping a bit, and then man, it made me sick. So at midnight, 12:30 at night, I was hanging out with some friends from the contest.
Yeah.
And I was like, dude, I gotta go right now. So I walked off from the sitting area and went off, man, and tried to find a restroom to purge.
Right.
I didn't make it. Did not make it. It was a hotel shrubbery that I found. Nice. So I watered it for them.
Yeah. And you know what? Being in hotels, I'm sure that's not the first time they've been watered one way or another.
Yeah. Super hot, like magma throw up. Yeah.
Very cool. No,
that was a lot of peppers we ate at that competition. It was quite a stack, man.
It was.
I was very surprised that I didn't have anything, no cramps, no nothing until much later. Yeah. And I'm fine with that. That's great.
No, I would be too.
But nothing debilitating, like nothing put me down. Like after I had my little bout with the bushes, I mean, afterwards I was right back at the party. Like, hey, let's chill, man. You know, cool. All good. Yeah. They like, you all right? And I said, yeah, I'm fine. I'm good now.
Yeah, makes good fertilizer.
It does, man. Yosh,
yes. Of course, Yosh is a fellow competitor, so or spy, whatever he's doing, you know, and I'm telling you, there's 14 people this time, and some of them you sat next to before, but all of them are heavy hitters, you know, and you already know that, you know, so I find it difficult, you know, to figure out which person I think is going to win. Last time I had an idea, and I'll be honest, it wasn't you, but I have a very, very difficult time picking this time.
I would have bet on any other person there besides me.
Yeah, it was, but just as we know, everybody has a chance, or they wouldn't have been invited in the first place. You know what I mean? There's every person up there was invited by the League of Fire to attend, and there's a reason for that. You know, it wasn't just sign up and let's hope you do well. You know, it wasn't something just like that. You know, said they're going around recruiting people off the street. So, has there been anything recently that's just kind of put you out? Like you said, I know you've been working busy, but have you done any like extreme burns or any extreme challenges lately that we need to know about?
No challenges.
No.
I'm sorry, I'm so boring, Crazy Jay.
No, don't be.
I haven't. No. I'm sitting on a bunch. What did I do? Well, you know what? I did actually. I went and I visited the Texas hotspot.
Right.
At Zach Good's house. Got to go inside the studio, and he brought me a one of the one chip challenges, the blue one.
Nice.
Charcoal blue hole.
Nice.
And we knocked that out. Not a big deal. Oh yeah. I got some more too.
But yeah, that's cool. Yeah, I know, like I said, I know you've been busy, and I haven't even had a chance to really communicate with you much, so I don't even have much background to go by for this. But as you know, where I get is if you have anything at this point that you would like to share, or a plug, or somebody you would like to thank, or whatever, this is your chance to kind of do that. Free plug, promote yourself, whatever you want.
You caught me when I'm speechless. I guess I just want to thank my friends and family for telling me that I can do this, you know. I told myself for a long time that it was like, there's no way. And then all of a sudden, you know, they pushed me enough where I was like, okay, I'm going to do this. And then, okay, I'm going to win, you know, and I'm like, I won, and I'm getting more support now. I do want to plug somebody. I want to plug Heath Thompson, Cat Crew. He has been hooking me up, dude, with pods, like boxes. He's really been like helping me out quite a bit. I mean, I'm not getting them for free, you know, but we're working out deals behind the scenes. And man, he just like, as soon as I say, okay, I need a box, it's the next day. It's on its way. He goes, no problem, brother. I got you. So he's a great grower. This pod I just had was grown by Heath. He's picking every day, man. So if you guys want to check it out and maybe pick something up, you know, Heath Thompson, great guy.
Very cool. There he is, right there.
Yeah. What up? Miller Time, Spicy Warrior in the house with my mini Miller Times. What we got in the house? Philip. Okay, bye-bye. What? Oh, you got people, all kinds of people talk. I can't read them even because, watch out, buddy. I don't know who's still on here. You got two on here. Yo, who all in Big Dallas? What's cracking, Bull Cow from Terry? What's up, Terry, if you're still here? What's up, Bull Cow, if you're still here? Okay, bye-bye. ZestFest, yeah. Whatever, bye-bye. Someone must have said something that didn't come through on my end. Hello, Bull Cow, Ink Gardner from Philip. What's up? Philip's still in the house. So wait a few minutes to see if I can get anybody jumped on here before we jump into some of this reviews. I'm excited, man. I'm excited. Hey, guys. I'm excited. Because I got me a gnarly box of pods that came in. And as they were being sent to me, the grower actually got wind that ZestFest wanted to be, he was like one of the, he was requested that he would be one of the growers to supply the pods. So I thought, man, that's an amazing, awesome coincidence, I guess. and he was sending it to me, and I asking me if it was cool if we could, if I could mention something, So the one thing that was required that I was not allowed to do, which I try to keep the integrity, try to honor the people, whoever I'm working with, whoever I'm talking to, whatever I've been asked to do. Lake of fire. That's in the Bible. That's where the bad people go at the end if they don't repent. Anyway, my bad. The League of Fire has requested that I had possession of the list of the exact peppers that were going to be used, and I was asked not to reveal the exacts, that they want to surprise them. So what I'm doing is I'm going to be reviewing some of the pods, and it's like some of the pods that I have possession of are going to be some of the pods at the festival. So, no, I'm not gonna do all those. No. Anyway, so if you're wondering about who the grower is Brent Rutherford. Now, he was just put in Facebook jail today over some shenanigans. Anyway, all he said is he would whoop that kid's butt. He made a comment about disciplining the kid on the video who had done something pretty horrific, and that he got blocked. He got put in Facebook jail over that, which is crazy. Anyway, so he can't comment or say anything or get on Facebook to make any mention of anything. Could be dangerous. Yo, listening to me shaving. Showers and shaving and all that good stuff. Watch out, back up, buddy. You're gonna have to I know you want to be in the video, and I should have did the video with the camera this way, and I had already set it up with the other one. Facebook is the Gestapo. Yeah, right? Anyway, so I'm encouraged that I was given some pods that are going to actually be used at ZestFest, but I'm not allowed to give specifics, but I can give the names of the peppers I'm going to be reviewing. If that gives, anyway. So one of the peppers we're going to do tonight, this is one of the gnarliest looking peppers I've ever seen. At least this style pepper.
Ta-da!
Look at this guy.
Ta-da!
Look at the stinger on that mofo. Man, isn't that gnarly?
Yeah.
That's gnarly. Look at that guy.
Yeah.
Now, I've never heard of it, didn't know that this one existed. So he gave me the name of the guy who actually crossed it. I should have remembered the guy's name, sorry. But the name of this pepper is Reaper of Death. Are you familiar? I don't know if you are or not. That's what this one is called. That'll be the one we're reviewing tonight. I like this. It was like I opened up the box. It was the first one I saw. I was like, dude, look at that thing. That is like gnarly. Now, I'm actually going to show you some. Look at the size of that King Kong. That's huge. That is a white Moruga scorpion. Oh, back up, buddy. And then we got another one like that, would be the yellow Moruga.
And this one.
Big boys.
But in this one.
Jumbos. Hold on, buddy. Just calm down. Depends on how hot these are. I don't know. I'm going to like multiples tonight. But we got the one and only. This is the hottest pepper that Brett has ever came across. Stop. But that's this guy right here called the Beast. The Beast.
Yeah.
So I got the Beast that I might be hitting too. And he told me these ones really, really, really hot. Let's see if I can find them here. All the pods are excellent, man, and large. This guy right here called a Peach Reaper. So we got Beast, Peach Reaper, and the Reaper of Death. Stab you in your face. Look at that thing, man. Walker, I'm going to be reaching out to you, man. I don't know if you're interested in me coming and picking you up for ZestFest, because I'll be there. No problemo, brother. No problemo. Not a burden, not a hindrance, bro. I'd love to be able to pick you up and let you come along, man, and get to meet the other folks in the hands. Anyway, all right, guys, I need you to put yourselves on chill mode. Yeah. So, of the request of the grower, Brent, I'm gonna put his information down below. He's a grower who sells pods. He's in Illinois. He's an awesome dude, good dude. He's bought seasoning from me, and he sent me a care package one time. So it was pretty good that he, yeah, the kids are gonna be entertained. My mom loves watching these videos when the kids are involved, because it's like they're doing their thing. All right, quit, please. All right, you're not allowed to touch the peppers. Now quit. There's more pods here, but we're gonna get into the burn. But anyway, he asked me that I would slice these guys up and look at them before we eat them. So we're gonna get into the first one, Reaper of Death. Grown by Brett Rutherford. I said Brett. Brent Rutherford. Oh yeah. Look at that placenta, man. Ay, ay, ay. That is completely full. I might think that's gonna be a burner. Oh man. Anyway, I'm losing people. Nobody's interested. Anyway, your kids are cute. Thanks, bud. It can be a little stressful, man, like any other kid. But anyway, taking off the glasses, we're about to throw in the Reaper of Death. Let's see here. Hell of a membrane, yeah, exactly. I think that tonight I'm in competition with you don't know who's running videos and stuff at night. And I think dude over there, what's his name? There's another channel who's been interviewing all the contestants that are in the chili. I'm subscribed to his channel. I've been subscribed to his channel. Jay-Z or something like that. Crazy J or something like that. I think a lot of folks are over there. I think that's where Jason probably is tonight, and Skullville and all those guys. They're all supporting one another, which is cool. No worries. Anyway, that looks like some pain training. Now, look, I haven't been burning real hard lately. I had a chip challenge last week. I threw a chip on an empty stomach, which was not a good idea at work. I did some tincture the other day. Other than that, I haven't really burned too hard. So let's get into this, shall we? Like a toothpick. Whoa. See them flames right there. I'm already splitting before the video started. So I had a nice ginseng red pod taste, as your typical pods are. Definitely had some floral tones on a medium high level. The burn is kind of penetrating all of my mouth, all of it. It's like a stinging kind of burn. Nothing worse than getting your stinking pod stuck in your teeth and you're trying to dig it out, and all it's doing is sizzling your tongue.
I want to do a challenge with you.
You're not gonna do the challenge with me, bro.
I'm not going to eat it. I'm just going to watch it.
Yeah, I already ate one. Mouth's on fire right now.
Oh.
Oh, yeah.
Daddy ate a pepper.
Eat pepper.
Pepper.
I'm a 4-year-old. So that one there, so far I'm only at, let's see what the burn level on that one is. Mainly in the mouth.
Dad.
Hold on, buddy. Let me talk to the people. Let me talk to the peeps. Roof of the mouth. The tongue. Right now we're sitting at a 4.
Daddy, I don't want you to eat this pepper.
That's a purple jigsaw. Gator jigsaw.
There's 1, 2, 2.
Yeah, they all got tails, most of them. What's up, Walker?
Yeah.
Hey, late for work. What's up, man? You made it. Throat heat starting to pick up a little bit. All right, let's see what we got back here. Back up a little bit while we're burning a little bit. What's up, Terry? Just got a message from Kevin Thompson. Uh-oh, hiccups. By a pod. Throat's starting to pick up a little bit. All right, hold on a minute. Not wiping my face with anything.
Daddy, I love you.
I love you too, buddy. My eyes are watering a little bit. A little love from the sun. Anyway, let me. It's like it tries to. You want to read the comments, and then the pepper kicks in. Suck over there, buddy. I'm probably at about a 5.5 in my throat, especially. Throat burn picked up. My eyes are watering. Mostly my eyes keep watering.
Did you drink my water?
No. It's a pretty good burn. I haven't had a pod in a little bit though. What? My eyes.
Let me see. Oh. It looks like it's crying.
I'm crying a little bit. All right, look at that one. That was the Reaper of Death with a stinger about 3 inches long. Pretty gnarly looking pepper. Monster Heat, what's up at House Bra? Sorry I breathe so much, man. I'm very, whatever you want to call it, theatrical in my burn. Oh, your phone died on that one. Okay. Yes, I'm dead. All right, I'll get you, man. I need your address. I got your address. I'll text you, man, when I'm coming to get you. We can go there. Well, that's good. We're all here. It's all good, Tammy. It's all good. Watch it taped. Yeah, there's some floor to it. Late for work, late for Miller time. Yeah. Better late than never. All right, everybody just saying hi to each other mostly. Big pot. Yeah, all the pods are big. All nice size, very nice size pods. It was the Reaper of Death. I got a little millie rod going. I'm sitting at about a 5.5. About a 5.5 finish, almost a 6. Yeah, Reaper of Death. Definitely cool name and cool looking pod. Hey Ace, what's up, buddy? That's bigger than a golf ball. That's bigger than a golf ball. That's bigger than a golf ball. That's a Prima Tally, but I'm not going to eat that one because I'm going to do Eaton Gardner's first, just to honor theirs, because that's the kind of person I am.
Still a little bit crying.
A little bit crying. Yeah, my eyes are watering pretty heavy.
It's like your eyeball.
Pretty good burn, man. So I got this Peach Reaper. He claimed that these were the hottest, maybe the hottest of them all. But he had already told me the Beast was the hottest pepper that he has ever eaten. I don't know if he's a pod consumer or he just tests them here and there, you know. I don't know. He don't have a YouTube channel, he's just a grower.
But are you going to do the picture on the TV?
Face is getting a little tingly, a little endorphin kicking in. This is a
Spicy pepper.
what do you call it? Prince Arthur or something Arthur. Kind of looks like a spear. Yeah. What up? Militime Spicy Warrior in the house with my
Hello, everybody. Welcome back to another episode of Outside the Fire. I am your host, Crazy J. Another exciting guest who has received an invite to the ZestFest Chili Pepper Eating Contest sponsored by the League of Fire for America's Belt. They also call it the Red Bird. Like I said, I'm trying to navigate through the contestants once again. This competitor we've met before, so go back and check that out. Also on my YouTube, and I'm sure this person shared it all over their social media as well. But I'm not gonna lie to you, I'm not gonna say I was surprised, but I was definitely very encouraged by the fact that this competitor outlasted most of the other part of the table. And I think this person has a legitimate shot, even though there's twice as many competitors this time, and we don't know the pepper lineup. But please help me welcome, once again, Guns and Reaper Ruthie. Ooh. Hey. Welcome back. So thanks for joining me. Yes. Thanks for squeezing me in. I know we're on opposite sides of the coasts here, so.
Yeah, what is it? Is it 8 or 9 there for you right now?
9 p.m. here. Yep. Kicking off at 9. Yep. So.
Yeah.
So again, welcome. Happy to have you here, and you have received an invite to attend ZestFest because you're awesome.
Or something. Yeah. I'm excited.
We went from possibly last time, and maybe not. Maybe it helped you with a couple views. Maybe not. We went from maybe possibly not knowing you a little bit to you're a potential belt winner because you did amazing in that last contest.
Thank you. I kind of shocked myself a little bit, to be honest, but
yeah, that was one of the questions I was going to ask you was how did I didn't really get to ask you in the after party because we kind of moved through things really quick, but how did you feel like you were like seeing people leave? It's like, you know, we got the feeling of these peppers aren't fun anymore, and but
yeah.
you're still sitting there until you could not handle it anymore. Like literally, your body said
Yeah, and that's totally what I was trying to do, was just tough it out and go to the end, you know, as best as I could. And well, I threw up all over my flag, so I guess that was the end of me. But yeah, the feeling of knowing it was just me and Jason up there was pretty incredible. Like, you know, nervous. And I think your adrenaline, you know, Jeff had said to, you know, block out everybody. Your adrenaline will be going so much, you know, just don't think about it. But you know, hard not to.
I'm sure. I
I couldn't believe that I was up there, and I was like really scared of Jeff. Like I watched him train prior, and I just thought for sure. And when I seen him stand up, I was like,
Oh man, give me a second. I did something that caused it to crash, but that's okay. It'll come back on. Ba-doom, ba-doom. Oh, there we go. Loading. Slowly but surely. I hope that worked. Cool. Come on. Better be. Dude, I hope that. Hold on a second. Am I spelling her name right? Yeah, okay. Folks are getting in here already. of cool. So spicy. I was like, why doesn't this look right? It's because the wall wasn't populated right, the artwork on the wall. Or at least the texture on the wall. There we go, that's a lot better. There we go, that looks like a real wall. Just need more posts everywhere. ZestFest. Alright, I've got about 11 more minutes here before I reach the 3-hour mark, which I will be ending the broadcast. Let's see. Let's see who we got here. Let's talk to Goot. Goot here. Take that one away. We don't need that one anymore. Okay, cool.
Hello, everybody. Welcome back to another episode of Outside the Fire. I am your host, Crazy J, and we bring you another exciting interview with a man you've seen before, Zachary Goot. Now, before we get into it, we're going to be straight down to the earth. We have a lot of competitors to get to, and what I mean by competitors is, again, for the League of Fire, they're hosting another belt match in Dallas, Texas. And ironically, my first interview of the ZestFest in Dallas, Texas is a Texas resident. You know him, you love him, the man with the beard, Zachary Goot.
What's going on, Crazy Jay, and everybody watching? I'm so glad to be here. You know what, Crazy Jay, I'm just going to let you know before we start, I'm in prep mode. 100% prep mode. So if things get a little weird tonight, that's just because I'm going for my belt, baby.
You know why? Because everything's bigger in Texas. We don't care about weird here.
That's right. How you doing, bud? You doing all right, Crazy Jay?
I'm doing well. The real question, though, is, are you doing all right?
Absolutely. I'm so let's get this off the bat.
Okay.
I am so honored to be invited back for a second time by the League of Fire to compete for the Redbird America's Belt. It's such an honor, like I said, it's such an honor, such a privilege, pleasure to meet all of these amazing people. I'm sure we'll get into that, but I just wanted to get that out the way.
Sure.
I wanted to extend my gratitude to the League of Fire, first of all, and also to you, Crazy Jay, for doing these interviews, man.
I love it. I love it. I'm actually kind of cool that they reached out to me and said, hey, you did a good job last time. Can you do them again for me? I was like,
Absolutely.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, man. Get to know us a little bit, get to know what we're ready for. And
right.
Honestly, I gotta say, this has got to be. If you could find a bigger chili eating competition than this, let me know.
Right.
Right. Let me know. If you could find more than 14 competitors going for a belt, let me know.
I'm glad you brought that up. So last time we had 8. We've almost doubled that this time around, and we've got some heavy hitters coming up.
Last time we had 7.
Oh, 7. That's right. We did only get 7. That's right.
Last time we had 7. So we're looking at double the competitors now.
Brandon Collins is sneaking in here, spying on you already.
And ask him if he's ready to lose that belt to me. Oh, I don't have a belt, but Yeah, you might have to ask Jason Harrell about that one.
Right. Yeah. But you
Yeah,
could
that's
have a
not-
belt.
That's not a question for me.
But you
know
could have
what?
a belt.
That's that Coloradian education he's got.
Yeah, the air's a little thin over there. You can't help
Yeah. Yeah, you're gonna have to ask Jason Harrell about losing the belt. I hope you push that button more than once on this one.
Yes. So, like I said, the last time we kind of reached out and got to know you a little behind the scenes. This time, like I said, we're gonna keep it down to earth. Not so many goofy questions. Like I said, I got a lot to get through in the next couple weeks because this event is October 1st, 2nd.
October 1st.
Yeah.
2022. This
The
will
Zest-
go down. I'm telling you, mark your calendars. For anybody that's watching or will watch this interview, mark your calendars. October 1st, 2022 will go down as the League of Fire's biggest chili eating competition event known in history.
Nice.
Yet. I said yet, because
Yeah.
there's so much more we're going to do.
Yeah, they are traveling and they are hitting these cities
They're
hard.
doing such great things. I mean, we've had such big competitions with League of Fire overseas, even abroad, and even on our own shores here.
Yep.
Over in San Diego, we had the first League of Fire belt match there in San Diego. We also had the Heating Up the Capitol where Mike Jack took the belt. Had to give it up, unfortunately, but Mike Jack is ready.
He's coming back. Yeah, Mike
And
Jack is coming back.
I can't wait to see all your interviews. Not, I can't pick anybody out. I can't pick a favorite here, but I can't wait to see all your interviews, Crazy Jay, with everybody. I hope everybody gets with you and gets an interview done.
Yeah, me too. Speaking of ZestFest, so this is something you've attended a handful of times at least, right?
Yes, I've attended ZestFest twice now.
Yeah. Last year you did a wing eating competition, right?
I did do a wing. Hey man, good research, Crazy Jay. Love that.
Yes, sir.
So yeah, no, that's awesome. Awesome interview. So good question. Yeah, I did do a wing eating competition last year at ZestFest. I came in third place, which is not bad. Out of I think there was 43 competitors, and I came in third place after all the brackets were round down. I got a $50 gift certificate to Wingstop. And I enjoyed the wings the 2 times I ordered them. So yeah,
Nice.
it was an awesome opportunity to get a chance to get up on stage and perform. It was a speed eating thing also. You have to understand.
Yeah, and that's tough for some people. Yeah.
Yeah, but it was also spicy. The atomic wings. You had to
Right.
eat the atomic wings as fast. Some people got down quicker than me. I took home third place in that last year. They're doing it again this year for anybody that's interested. I'm gonna hold off because I got bigger fish to fry.
Right. Yeah. So, like I said, that's awesome. I'm excited, and that's kind of why I'm glad I got to interview you first. Because you can give us a little bit of a rundown, real quick, kind of what the ZestFest looks like. Maybe from your point of view, real quick, just because you've done it.
I gotta let you know, man. If it's anything like the years before, because it's in a new location this year.
Okay.
So it's in a brand new location this year. Last year it was in a location where it was an enclosed arena with a roof overhead.
Mm-hmm.
I believe it's also in an enclosed arena this time, but it's completely different. So
Right.
I can't exactly tell you how it is, but it's usually like any other hot sauce convention you go to. You have vendors lined up against the wall all the way around, and then you have your inside vendors that are lined up to create walkways. So you have easily over 100 vendors there, giving away prizes, giving away awesome stuff, selling their products, their sauces. I do know Kajon's going to be there with Vic Klinko. I do know Johnny Scoville is going to be there, and everybody knows Johnny Scoville. He's going to be there judging the event. Jeff the Fireman, the USA ambassador, is going to be there judging the event. It's going to be a crazy time with all my competitors. I personally can't wait to get up on that stage and live in the moment of glory. Just for that few minutes, it's going to be amazing.
Do you think this question just popped into my head? Do you think they chose those 3 gentlemen to be judges because they have very similar facial hair features?
Absolutely. That's absolutely. I was thinking the same thing. When League of Fire was sitting around and thinking about judges, they said, "Hey, let's get the guys with the goatees. Absolutely.
Right.
Yeah, goatees equals judges. Absolutely.
Yes. I thought that was good
No,
too.
in all honesty, the League of Fire chose those three individuals because they are legends among men.
Legends, absolutely.
Legends
Yep.
among men that know what it's like to live in the chili community. For example, Chip the Fireman, legend among men.
Yeah.
He's the ambassador of League of Fire. He is the name for us, and he carries it well. We love Chip the Fireman very much. Also, you got Johnny Scoville.
That's a pretty big name in the chili community, yeah.
The man literally defines the chili community. I can't wait to meet him. You know what? I gotta say this, and I'm just gonna pull this out there. Me and Johnny Scoville may have had a rough little bit of past there for a second, but I can't wait to meet him and maybe put that behind us.
Sure. And I'm telling you, just human nature, man. Sometimes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what? I'm not gonna get too much into it.
No,
but
I wasn't. Yeah.
I can't wait to meet Johnny Scoville. And you know what? Just shake his hand and the respect he deserves is what I will give him.
Yes, sir. For sure.
Yeah. I've already met Jeff, great guy. I've already met Vic, great guy. Can't wait to meet Johnny as the judge.
Right.
And I can't wait to meet all my other competitors. Yeah. So.
All right. So, let's just go ahead and get into it. I know this summer you spent some time tending to some plants outside. Quite a few, right? You have a small little pepper patch jungle type thing you got going on out there.
So I'm glad you asked that, and I really am. I would love to give you a little tour here in a little bit, but
okay.
Yeah, let's get into some of the things I've been growing in. So
yeah,
here's my seeds.
Okay, nice. Oh, that's a good bit.
Yeah, they're all seed. Hear them. So I got seeds. So outside right now, I got over 30 plants that are starting to sprout peppers. I got some mustard ghosts out there. I got some KSLSs out there. Obviously, everyone wants to grow KSLS in their peppers.
Sure. That's a big deal. Yep.
Yeah, I got an 8-lobe, 7-pot brain strain that's actually got peppers out there growing. It looks gnarly. Can't wait to show you those in a minute.
Nice.
I got some little white Pequinos. Remember those little tiny white peppers?
Yes.
They don't really get that big, but they get nice and white. Got some white Pequinos growing out there.
Nice.
I got some primatalis. I got some primatalis out there. Everyone thinks the primatali's hotter than the Reaper.
I've heard. I have heard. I haven't had them, but I've heard.
I got some ahi lemons out there growing for a tincture I got planned. I'm gonna do a sour and sweet tincture with my ahi lemons called Lemon Goop, where I'm gonna also put a bunch of lemon heads in there to soak with it.
So I'm glad you brought that up with the goop thing, because I know you've also, since the last competition, you've made sauces for on and off here and there, but I really like the spins that you put on them with your name. Like we just did the wing sauce, Gooters. I love that. You can't, that's your own thing. There's nobody can take that from you.
Well, here's the thing, man. It's not, I gotta be honest with you, Crazy Jay. It's not really my own thing.
Okay.
I've had influences throughout the chili community that have come to me with ideas.
Yeah.
I'm not going to say any names to put
sure.
it on someone, but multiple people have come to me with ideas like, hey, this should be a sauce, or hey,
nice.
No, I'm serious, man.
Cool.
Hey, this should be a sauce. And because of those people, and thank you everyone, if you're listening, hey, I put one into Goop. It's not just me. So I could take that as it's just me, but I won't, because it's not. Some people do come to me and I ask them for permission. I always ask permission. Hey, that's awesome.
Right.
Do you mind if I take that idea? And they let me have it 10 times out of 10, man.
Well, I'm glad you let me know, because that's actually something I wasn't aware of. So that's cool.
Yeah. So I don't get me wrong though, man.
Yeah.
I'll say 8 times out of 10, I do come up with them myself.
Yeah.
When I'm laying in bed after a few drinks and booze.
Yeah.
So I'll be laying in bed, and I'll give you just a little sneak peek of what's coming up next. So obviously you got your Paul's pickled pepper sauce coming up.
Okay.
That's my next one that I'm working on right now. Like, I'm getting it bottled up soon. I'm going to have about 25 bottles to give away to people that come and send out. It's going to be a great time. But after that, I'm thinking of doing this. You ready? I'm going to release it right here on video.
I'm always ready.
Peanut Gooder. Peanut Gooder. Spicy peanut butter. Peanut Gooder.
Peanut butter.
Peanut Gooder.
I like it.
Peanut Gooder.
I've heard some other names that you've kind of tossed out there here and there.
Oh yeah, I have thoughts.
Like I said, I'm not putting that out there. I'm going to leave that to you. That's
all right, everybody. This has been the morning stream for me, Donnie, the Chili Mancer. I am glad that you joined me on this historical day. On this historical day, where I put together, a watching room for ZestFest. This is going to be a whole lot of fun. I'm really looking forward to tomorrow. I can't be in Dallas, but we can all meet right here in the metaverse on my YouTube channel. I'll start streaming early-ish in the day, and we will keep up to date with everything having to do with ZestFest 2022. Tomorrow is the day. Can you believe it's already here?